Hey, John, welcome back.
Hey, Cornell, thanks for having me again. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem. So, John, I think it's great that you offer the two free consultations, just so that any Canadians interested in getting some professional help can see if them and you are a good fit, and also just to give everyone a chance to have some questions answered too. So, just to let everyone know watching this video that you can sign up for for free consultations with John using the form to the right of this video. But for anybody that's on the fence about setting up a time to have a free chat with you, can you tell us a bit more about your background and your experience?
Sure. I've actually been a financial planner since the mid '90s. That's when they first started rolling out the program in Canada, and so I've been in the industry since the early '90s, but as a financial planner since the mid '90s. So I've had quite a bit of experience, and I've seen a few things. I've worked, as you know, in banks, so I know the sort of the inside scoop of how banks work. So there's this amount of time has given me quite a bit of experience to figure out all the different aspects of the industry, the good things and the bad things.
Awesome. And can you tell us a bit more about the types of problems and questions that you've helped Canadians resolve in the past?
Sure. I think the best way to start is there's a misconception out there about what financial planners do, because typically what you get is you walk into your bank or your advisors and they'll call you for an RSP contribution and they'll tell you to invest your money, and so a lot of people think that's all financial planning is, but that's so wrong. The last thing people should be looking at is the actual investments that they should be buying. So basically, what I believe in and what I do is, we ask a lot of questions about someone's situation, and you went through the process, so I went through a tremendous amount of questions to figure out what your needs are, what your current issues and concerns are. So after going through all the questions, the types of answers that we typically give to our clients is basically, what can I expect as far as retirement income is concerned? If we're talking about retirement, what can I expect as far as retirement income is concerned? When can I retire? Will I have enough money to retire? What's the rate of return, or how much money, or what's the rate that my money should be growing every year so I can be able to retire? How much do I need to save every year to retire? Do I need to take more risk or less risk? And this is something that we had a discussion with you. So those are typically the types of questions that we answer when it comes to retirement planning. But as I said, there's a lot more to just investing and retirement planning. There's tax planning, there's education planning, there's debt reduction strategies and stuff like that. So we sort of cover the full gamut.
Okay, awesome. And then, as listeners of the show know, there's a lot of conflict of interest in this industry where basically, Canadians think they're getting unbiased advice, but really the advisor is just trying to sell them investment products that
Right.
basically give the advisor a large bonus or large commission. So, how do you prevent this potential conflict of interest from occurring in your own financial planning practice?
I'll tell you, it's quite simple. We just don't get paid on based on products that we sell. So there's absolutely no fees when it comes to making recommendations. So typically, what we do is we charge for a financial plan. And for our established clients, the clients that are sort of in their, moving along in life, and they might have 10 years to retire, or they've already paid off their debt and might have a mortgage. We typically charge for a financial plan, and then some clients will take the plan and implement everything on their own. But most clients want us to implement the strategies as well. So we help implement the strategies, and we overlook the entire process. So we charge on that basis as well. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, typically our established clients pay about half of what they were paying when they were investing with their financial advisor in a bank or a brokerage firm or something like that. So that's how we take care of the conflicts of interest when it comes to the more established, our more established clients. The other offer that we have for millennials, and this is absolute, complete taking away of conflict of interest, is we offer a plan for people that are basically starting out in their mid 20s, or let's say to their early 30s, where they don't typically have a lot of money to invest, so they get shunned by the industry totally. So we offer something where we'll charge a monthly fee, and they get everything that basically you got, Cornell, and what our established clients get, but they get that online. And we have a face group support for members, and our clients, get to talk to us a couple of times a year. But most of the financial planning is done online, and it's very affordable. Obviously, because let's face it, millennials are starting out, and they don't have a lot of money to be spending on things like this. So we figured out a way to offer the services also to that segment of the market, which is not getting any service these days. So that's in a few words how we take care of the conflict of interest situations, and we've talked about that quite a bit on your podcast.
Yeah, for sure. So no, that's great, John. So thank you so much for that. Just for to give everyone some more information. Thanks as well, for coming on the show for the second time. Like I said, you were the most popular podcast that we've ever had on the show
Wow.
when you came on, right? So it's nice to have you back, kind of as a repeat guest. It was great to do the financial plan with you, where you did it for my family and I, just to
Right.
make sure that we're set up properly, that everything is kind of that I didn't make any mistakes
Right,
as
right.
well. So it's good to have another expert.
I gave you another perspective as well, right? About how to look at things.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's always
So
it's like no matter how good you are, and no matter how good one person thinks they are, with this stuff, it's always good to have another professional take a look at things just to make sure, just to get that perspective, check over all the numbers, and make sure and remove any biases that there may be that you have when you're looking at your own numbers. So
the more opinions you have, the better.
yeah, no, exactly, for sure. So thanks so much for that, and yeah, thanks as well for offering everyone the free consultations that you do. There's no obligation to them, like you told me before, and then nothing like that. You can just sign up for free here, on this page, and then you'll be in touch with anyone that signs up from the show, and you can kind of help them and kind of take it from there. So thanks again for coming on and for all your advice and wisdom.
You bet, Cornell. Thanks to you.
All right, take care, John. Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.